Alrighty, well, hello YouTube. First video in a long time. Most that I've done have been diving and things like that, but I'm gonna step into doing some work on my Genesis coupe. As you can see, got the Beagle over there chilling by the tree doing his thing. This is my 2013 2.0 rspec Genesis coupe in the charcoal gray color. We went ahead and took the valve cover off last night. I got it masked off perfectly. Took about 2 hours. I am not gonna lie, this thing took forever. Let's get in some better light there. What I did was I took some good old 320, if that'll get that there, 320, and I wet sanded the RS Turbo silver off, or that white silver that used to be there, you know, just to kind of scuff it up, give it something to have that primer grip to, and then have the paint grip to the primer, you know, make it look all good. I think it turned out decent. Not exactly the greatest job. It's my first time ever doing anything like this. I did not use a plastic paint. I went ahead and used a high heat engine enamel paint. I wasn't sure whether or not it would get high heat on the valve cover or inside the engine bay in general, so I just went ahead and used some high heat paint. Here in a moment I need to peel off the rest of this masking tape here, and then we're going to do the rest of the valve cover in a high shine red. I'm going to have to gloss over it to give it that actual shine, but I have some red engine enamel paint, pardon me, for getting the rest of this red. Now as you can see, there's already some on the plastic because I did my fuse covers. I did the larger fuse box cover there in the back and the smaller one here. I did these in a high heat enamel red just to be safe. I mean, you could use plastic, it's really up to you, you never know. Now when it came to sanding and cleaning the actual covers and the fuse box cover, the RS Turbo valve cover, I went and used 1000 grit and I wet sanded that down. Sprayed everything liberally with a water bottle, not just a plain Jane water bottle, a spray bottle, as you can see there in a little garden pleasure bottle. The garage is kind of a mess. I'm over here staining stuff to go inside my house right now, so bear with me with the mess, okay? Just woke up, it's a little nasty out. So, sanded the white covers down, or the black covers down with 1000 grit. Did the RS Turbo letters in the 320 just to scuff it up. Then I went over everything with a Rust-Oleum plastic primer. It comes out white. Takes 30 minutes to dry to touch, an hour to lay the top coat. We've had a lot of rain here in Oklahoma recently, in this southwest portion. It actually rained last night. So this took more like 2 to 3 hours to actually get a solid dry on it, due to the fact that we had so much humidity. So pay attention to your temperatures, keep it well ventilated, and shouldn't be too bad. After the primer dried and everything, got it all good to go, I taped off the entire portion of that. And then I went with a VHT engine enamel, just because I wasn't sure how high the temperatures would actually get within the engine bay. And I went ahead and did the letters on the RS Turbo all in this here shiny black. The reason why I went with that is because I'm going to do the entire valve cover red, and I wanted the actual lettering to jump out and kind of stare at you a little bit. So I went with the black rather than leaving it the original silver color. And I think it turned out pretty good. Now don't forget, I plan to gloss all 3 of these products whenever I finish actual painting them. I just need to go and get the gloss as well from the store. That's one thing I forgot to pick up. Now, going on to the red that I used, grab this from right here. I used the same VHT, if I can get the camera to focus here, the same VHT engine enamel. It's up to 550 degrees. I didn't go and get any crazy 1200 degree high heat because I wasn't even sure that it would get that high. I just wanted to be safe. As you can see, that red turned out pretty decent. Not the greatest. I mean, you know, obviously I'm not a professional painter, but I think it's gonna look good once I get a nice gloss coating on it, and then get the whole rest of this RS Turbo portion to be that red on this black, and then we'll have a nice red with the black lettering. And I think it's gonna turn out pretty damn nice. Now we'll go over here to the Genesis. I also hopefully try to plan on painting my heat shield here to my cold air intake to that also red that I have back there. And this does get pretty hot, so that engine enamel heat paint will come in damn handy. I just need to clean up a bit of the engine bay. It's pretty dirty in here, as you see. It's not too pretty. Here is that spark plug cover, or valve cover as I call it throughout most of this video. That is what will be needing to be finished. I need to do the outer portion red, but it already has the black RS turbo down the back. Then this was the larger fuse box panel that I took the cover off of and did red. And then I have the smaller fuse box panel cover red in the garage right now. Now these two are finished. They can go in whenever I'd like. I just want to do some gloss on them to hopefully get a nice bit of a shine. And then the next plan after that is to get the good old strut tower bar off and get it powder coated. I'm gonna go all red. I have a all red LED engine bay strip coming from Diode Dynamics. They're a great company. I have their multicolored fog lights in the front of the Genesis. I have their Angel Eye kit here soon to be installed. Whole entire interior is red LED by Diode Dynamics. They're great products. I recommend anybody in the Genesis coupe world or KDM family to go and look at the Diode Dynamics products, because they are absolutely amazing. Now, considering I just woke up, car's dirty, everything's dirty, need to clean, need to gloss up those parts, so I think we're gonna call it a day. Ain't that right, Gizmo? Call it a day, boy, huh? Yep. And well, thank you for watching. Y'all take care.